everybody. This is Spartan, and it is Friday, which means it is Football Friday. I know I took a week off. I played a game last night against the Patriots, gave me a little bit of trouble. That is uploaded to my YouTube if you want to go check that out. I did take a injury, not too serious with losing Adam Thielen, but it still will hurt. But it'll also give a chance for some of my younger receivers to step up. So today we're going to be going against Joe Burrow and the New York Giants. Let's get going.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we've got the Wizards' versatile running back. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Wizards and the Giants, and it's all up next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Orlando Wizards and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
They start the drive with Cook, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Let's go. Go now.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and goal from the 3. Toss play to McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's done, boys.
Jarek McKinnon. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast, They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it. He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On the double.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll try with McKinnon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Connor Hayward, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Wizards have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
On 2.
Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get this to about the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th of the season. And the Wizards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. That's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 12.
Here's Cook
12.
as they begin on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this to Coulter complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We should mention, to go along with the great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Wizards continue to pull away here in this first half.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Justin Tucker set to kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10.
Let's go, man. That's right. Let's get set.
Here's Burrow. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a save. Back at the 47-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
1-1, ready?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That's going to be caught by Coulter. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They go draw play to McKinnon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's McKinnon. Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now McKinnon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here again is McKinnon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon from 10 yards out.
And the Wizards have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 44. And it's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 4. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon, 29 yards.
And the Wizards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Giants. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Having the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. The 40, 20, touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Wizards are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down.
Burrow, and just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go, here we go.
The Giants on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Wizards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Okay, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Come on, set.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's worried today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
Let's go now.
They run it with McKinnon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Pushes past him and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, McKinnon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Wizards continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Here we go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On the set.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Ready.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run once more with McKinnon.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 18-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ready. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the losses are piling up as they drop.
All right, that's going to be it for today. Those of you who tuned in, thank you. Those of you who tuned in, watch this later on YouTube, thank you. I'll probably be getting back on here again today to do a WWE episode, so we'll see how the day goes. But have a great day, everybody.